I hope this video catches you at a beautiful moment in your life and you have peace and quiet around you. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to introduce myself as to why I'm writing the books that I'm writing. So I've been an instructor, a master trainer, director, coordinator, business owner, and a writer and publishing. So I got into the writing and the publishing more or less out of necessity. It was something that integrated almost seamlessly in with what I was doing as a profession with training. I trained a lot of people in the trade craft, which is construction, and during that time, over the course of about 20 years, I had a lot of different things that would come up in the classes. It was between men and women. They each had their own significant things they were dealing with in life, and I knew how to solve a number of those problems by teaching them some very basic skills. And so I deployed those skills inside of my classes and had wonderful results. The classes continued on almost seamlessly year after year, and the students had a lot of success. And over that time, they asked me if I wrote a book about it, and I had, but I didn't publish it. So specifically, the first book that I really wanted to put out was going to be the one for moms, because I realized early on that without moms teaching their children something, that they were going to end up doing whatever they thought was right instead of something that was proven as effective. And so moms are the ones that are teaching all the kids all over the world. So I wanted to make that one for moms first. I had a lot of ladies in my classes over the years, and they would come to class with all kinds of stress all over their face. And I'd ask them if they had done their homework, and they would say no, they didn't have time. They were too busy. It was too chaotic. They were stressed out. And so I taught them some very specific skills. They used them. They came back to class and said how wonderful it was. It worked right away. They were impressed with it. And I said, well, as long as you're doing well, that's the whole point. All of them told me that I should write a book about that and get those books into the hands of more moms who could definitely use it. So that's why I wrote that book, the Mom's Superpowers Handbook. It's not just your average everyday book. In there, I have space where a person can reflect on what it is that I'm teaching, and they can write down their own integrations into that, like what they learned from it, how they used it, and how they improved upon that, and what the results were. So there's space in there to reflect and put in your own version of the script that you developed out of using that, and then journal on it. And the purpose for all of that is that a person actually learns something by getting the knowledge, developing a little bit of wisdom, and then applying it in practical terms, like doing it. And then they find they understand it. And so I wrote those books with the intention that it would be passed down to the next generation. So it's a legacy type book. Mom goes through it, she writes down her experiences, and then she does it. She can communicate that to the next generation by passing that book down to whichever kid she decides to hand it to. That's why I wrote it the way that I wrote it, and why it does not exist in an ebook, because it's really not that kind of a book. It's one that gets passed down. So that's why I wrote that book. That was the intention and the purpose and how it developed. I have a lot more books that I'm writing, and they each address a different specific thing. So this one's for Mom's Superpowers Handbook as an introduction. I'll catch you in the next video.